Greetings, everybody. How's everybody doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Maurice, aka the Role Model. I just wanted to leave this quick video. I want to talk about some points. It's very important. I'm getting ready to head out and everything. I've put up a couple of other videos today, but definitely this is the most important video I wanted to really stress before I head out the door here. Mainly what I wanted to stress is some points that I think will really help a lot of people in this new year 2K16, in this new year where of entrepreneurism. If you're looking at being an entrepreneur and you're looking at this video, if you're looking at getting into investments, if you're looking at getting into business, big business, okay, I want to mainly stress these points for you. Or if you're in your business and you're struggling a little bit and you want to take it to the next level. Myself being a role model, I love helping people to become role models. That's why hence I started this organization of mine called the Role Models. Okay, it's bigger than me. Okay, this is a worldwide thing. So as it correlates, and presumptively I would hope to help many people as possible become that role model, because the next generation behind us is emulating us. They're looking at what you're doing. They're watching you. Okay, they want to be like us. And as we all know, this is the information age. Okay, this is the digital era, so to speak. Everything is fast. I mean, you're talking about at the speed of light, information is traveling around the globe. All right, so I want to make this point very pertinent, very paramount, these points that I'm going to stress and drive home. All right, so let's get right to it. Okay, one thing I want to stress to everybody, this is very important. There are three that I think one would need to be successful in this business. Now, I've studied so many countless of successful stories. When I first came into the industry, all right, just sharing my story a little bit here. I'm an ex-felon. You would never know it because a lot of people don't know. I don't carry myself that way. My vernacular is different so far as how I speak, my manner of speech, conduct. I don't curse. I'm not negative. Don't get me wrong, I have faults. I'm not saying I don't, I have faults. But the biggest thing about me is I'm a humanitarian, I'm a philanthropist. And I come to find this because everyone, even you looking at this video, you have a background, you have a past. There's some things you're not proud of, there's some things you've done in your life. Here's the thing, the reason why this industry is so benevolent, the reason why this industry is so powerful, being an entrepreneur, in direct sales and network marketing, just this landscape that we have, is because your past faults or your past errors or your past shortcomings do not define who you are for your present or for your future. You actually, in corporate America, okay, your past is something that most people would exploit. They wouldn't give you a job, say for myself, for instance, being an ex-felon, and I didn't even commit the crime. That's the thing that's kind of ironic, actually, the success that I'm having now is that I didn't commit the crime. And the same very people that would think that I'm not successful, if they look at me now, they'd be like, wow, I can't believe you achieved this. And let me make sure I can see in people's eyes when I say this as well. Like I said, the success I'm having, the people very well would look at me like, I can't believe you achieved that, because they didn't think that would be who I was. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's no different than the biblical account when we look at Moses, when we look at David, Solomon, when we look at anyone in the biblical account, okay, all the way to the New Testament. Anybody in the past, you could look at anyone from Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, Jim Rohn, Tim Sales, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy. There are so many to name, okay, that it's too many in the industry. Eric Worre and everybody who he interviews, okay, in this network marketing landscape. Jeff Roberti, you got Todd Falcone, Todd Smith, Nathan Hicks, okay, Chiquita, there's all kind of people in this landscape, powerful women and powerful men. They'll all tell you, they all have a story to tell. And our story is what helps us identify with everybody else. So the three things that I will point out is, number one, you have to have a good teacher. This is the absolute most important thing. You have to have someone to show you the ropes, so you don't have to start from scratch. It's called compressing time frames. What you learn from that person, from a book, from a webinar, from a song, okay, from anywhere where you find that information, What you learn, you can just compress the time of 20, 30, 40 years or 10 years it took them to learn that through trial and error. You can learn that within a month or a week or 3 months or 6 months or a year. Okay, that is so powerful. So the first thing is you gotta find a teacher. You have to find someone that is a role model, someone that is who you can exemplify with and who you want to emulate, who you would like to switch places with. Okay, you really want to be like that person or have what that person has, the type of time freedom or the type of income or wealth, whatever it is that they have. You want it, their mind frame, their spirit. Okay, whatever it is, you want that what that person has. You have to find a teacher, a leader, someone that's a role model. Notice I didn't say a top earner, because just because someone is a top earner and have money, that doesn't mean that they're a perfect example for you to follow. All right, just so you know, the first company that I got involved in, it actually failed. It went under. Their doors closed, and that was my first experience in network marketing when I didn't even know what it was, the industry of it. I looked at that as an internship. Did I do okay in that company? Pretty all right. But when I look back at it now, oh no, not nowhere near what I wanted to do. But I looked at it as an internship. That was my introduction to know who these great men, what I named earlier, was. That's where I learned who Jim Rohn was, Earl Nightingale, Zig Ziglar, Napoleon Hill, Andrew Carnegie. I didn't even know who these men were. Kiyosaki and his wife, Robert and Kim Kiyosaki, okay, and their whole Rich Dad administration, so far as the Rich Dad advisors. I didn't know who these people were, but when I studied them, then I studied the industry inside out. Mark Yarnell, your first year in network marketing, okay. A lot of the individuals I studied and came to find they were already deceased, but they left behind information that I could study. Okay, so they were my teachers. So as I say, they were my mentors. You have to find a mentor. You have to find a teacher. You have to find someone that's a role model. That's number one. Number two, you got to be focused. You absolutely have to be focused. That means like a horse that puts on blinders in a race. It can't see left. It can't see right. It's just she's straight focused, laser focused. Okay, you have to be that way. Don't pay attention to this deal. Don't pay attention to that deal. Don't pay attention to anything else. You plug in with one or two or whatnot and investments or whatever your divine purpose of your definite chief aim of purpose, you lock into that and you stay focused and you don't stray off that path. Okay. Number three is you absolutely have to be consistent. Consistency is the key that wraps up all the other two. You have to be consistent. You have a mentor, a good teacher, a leader, or a role model to follow, okay, to learn from. Until you become that leader and you become that role model and you do the same, you pay it forward like that person did for you. Okay, you stay focused. And then number three, be consistent. Day in, day out. If you know you need to be speaking to 10 people a day, 20 or 30 people a day because you want to get to that type of income and you're an entrepreneur, you stay focused on it. It's no different than an investor. They invest consistently, whether it's paper trading with stocks, bonds, whether it's commodities with oil, silver, gold, okay, solar energy, whether it's big business, okay, like the franchises that you can be involved in, home-based businesses, okay, whatever you're doing, you have to stay consistent. If you're sharing it with other people, the valuable services or products that you have, stay consistent. If you're teaching, if you're learning, stay consistent. Whatever it is, if you're leveraging off other people's time, other people's money, leveraging off learning, growing your mental faculty, stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. So those three, okay, find a great leader, role model, or teacher that show you the ropes. Get around them. I'm talking about get saturated around them, okay? Be like a shadow to learn from them. If they're like, for me, I learned from people who are already deceased. A lot of these individuals, I wish I was around to meet them, but I learned from them from looking at what they left behind. They left behind a blueprint that I could study. So I looked at countless webinars, countless audios, countless recordings, countless videos. I did my research that way. But however it be, get around that leader, get around that person that can show you what to do. The top person that you want to emulate, get around that person or study that person, okay? Then stay focused. Don't worry about what anybody says. It doesn't matter if it's friends, family, kids, doesn't matter. Stay focused. And number three, be consistent. All right. Now, some other points I want to say as well. Start with where you are. As you progress, better skills will come. This is a quote from Napoleon Hill. Start from where you are right now. If you don't have a good camera to shoot, of course, you know you may want that. A good computer, you may want that near future. Use what you have now. Use the resources you have right now, and better things will come. Better tools, better resources will come in your way near future. Look at me. I'm using a Galaxy Note 4 right now. Okay, that and an iPhone 6 Plus that I'll be receiving soon. That's what I use to record. I'm not using a good camera. Do I want a Canon? Yes. Do I want the Samsung? And yes, these things you do want to have. But you have to do what you can do first. Work to get the best of your ability with that till you do better. Think of Michael Jordan. I look at Michael Jordan. I remember in the beginning when he might not have had, I heard a documentary one time, he was talking about he didn't have the shoes that he wanted. He was grew up kind of poor. He didn't have all the things that could have made him so far as better, as he would say, as most people would say, as a basketball player. He worked with what he had. All of us know when we come up, we work with what we're given, the tools and skills and resources, what we're given. Our parents do the best that they can do, or guardians to raise us, but what they have. So you don't complain, don't murmur, use what you have, and better tools will come along the way. I can assure you that, all right? Another point I want to stress is your mindset. You want to emulate and copy someone that's legendary. Don't copy someone that's mediocre. Okay, that's sort of like me. If you what you want to be on a winning team environment you have at your company, at your business, on your team, whatever may have you, in your entrepreneur path, would you want to be part of a team who's mediocre, subpar, or would you want to be part of a team or be part of someone who is legendary, who's going to take you far? That's what you want to do. Lock arms. You are the sum, as this quote says, you're the sum of the 5 people you get around. So if you're around poor-minded thinking people, you're going to be that way. You're going to become that. If you're around rich and wealthy-minded people, you're going to be that. They're going to push you to become who you want to be. So get yourself around environments and around people who are what you want to be like. All right. Another point. Technology makes it easier, but you have to hit the streets. You absolutely have to hit the streets and build relationships with people, or on the phone, or in person. Technology brings you closer, yes, like I'm making this video to you now. I can duplicate myself. But what happens when that person wants to know more? What happens when that person needs to know what's going on? You have to get around that person and have a conversation. Okay? You'd be surprised how many of the legendary people that I've seen that Eric Worre has interviewed on networkmarketingpro.com/archives. Okay, I highly suggest that site, networkmarketingpro.com/archives. There's so many people in different professions that they use the information, and how would I say, they use the techniques that they get, because techniques always will be the same. The fundamentals, okay, the fundamentals. It's like a free throw. I play basketball. I'm very good at basketball because I studied, and I studied it well. I learned it well. I sponged it up. I looked at their greats. Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, so many people, Isaiah Thomas. There's so many, Tim Hardaway. I studied so many to my liking, and I became sort of like them with the skills that I've adopted, and won basketball with hot sauce, good dribblers, the professor, all kind of good dribblers and things of that nature, and shooting. So now it's not a problem for me to shoot a free throw or to do a lot of good, juke moves and things of that nature. But that took a lot of hours. Okay, it took a lot of time. There's a book called Outliers that talks about 10,000 hours to be a professional. 10,000 hours. Okay, I gave way more than 10,000 hours. So that's what you got to do. And sometimes it could take years. Okay, but as Jim Rohn says, remember, if you're being an entrepreneur, we get paid for the value we bring to the marketplace, not the time. It's not about the time. It's about the value we bring. Okay, it takes time, but we're not concerned about the time. All right. Another point to bring. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to start off with your home-based businesses. Say if you want to do a part-time, that's fine. If you want to do a full-time, that's fine. But make no mistake about it. If you lock on with the first 3 I said in the beginning of this video, find a good teacher, leader, mentor, role model, okay? Be focused, laser focused, okay? Do what they do, follow them, watch the feet, not the mouth. People could talk a good one, but watch what they do. Watch their actions, okay? So be laser focused to lock on and do what that person that you're emulating, that you're wanting to be like, is doing. Copy them. And the third thing, be consistent. If you're doing these things, you're going to find that your part-time is going to take you to full-time, and then it's going to take you to a lifetime. So you may start part-time, but it's going to become full-time and eventually a lifetime. Okay, being this entrepreneur field that we're in with network marketing, with direct sales, with just one that takes control of your own destiny. Okay, you determine your worth, not a job or someone that's going to pay you what they think that you're worth. You determine your worth. All right. So the magic of part-time, as Jim Rohn says, start off part-time, get a little bit of profits, because profits are better than wages. Okay. And your profits with your wages, if you have it that way, it's going to be good. Me, when I first started, I started off full-time. Here's the thing about starting off full-time. For those of you out there that are assertive, you want to use your ingenuity, that are advantageous, here's the thing about that. Starting full-time, it's a hard road. It's not easy. The reason why I say this is because you're not getting that paycheck anymore. You don't get paid unless you go out here and provide that value to somebody. So you get paid when you're providing value. That is harder, because sometimes you got to do without those things that can make you better. Technology, or sometimes whether it be the money that you earn, you got to pay rent, got to pay bills, have kids, okay, you have a family. These are things that you need to get off your butt, have a fire lit up under you, okay, and go out there and make it happen. You can't take no for an answer. Are you going to hear no's? Of course. Everybody in the world is not going to want what you have. But that's the thing. When you talk to enough people, you will find there's a lot of people that are like-minded like you, that share your same story like you, and they want what you have and more. So you'll come to find it as you keep going. And the last thing I want to point out is you want to reflect back. 2015 is gone. This is a new year. Think about what you did last year and the erroneous errors and mistakes that you made, and do better. Don't do the same thing. The definition of insanity, we all know, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, thinking you're going to get a better result. You're not. Do something different. Be creative. Like me, I've created mixtape music to talk about businesses, and I'm going to continue to do this. I used my passion, and I highly suggest this for all of you listening. If you're good at something, use your passion to drive home whatever it is that you want to share with someone else. Because if you're good at it, it may be where God allowed you to do that where nobody else could. You got to think about that. For instance, I feel that music is a powerful medium, videos as well, but acting. Music, I feel that it should be pure. It should be wholesome, without negativity, cursing, derogatory words, or obscenities, or things of this nature. Okay, the human race is already diluting and deteriorating as it is. Okay, so why take it any deeper into the depths of hell, so to speak? So I felt I want to put music out there that can help people. I can use my passion and my skill of wordsmithing and being a lyricist and a songwriter, a master songwriter, put it out there to the masses to help them make money. The people like yourself that's looking at this video right now, help you make money. Why not me put music in a song form that's really hip, that's very hot, okay? And to put it out there without the negativity, but it can help you to become an entrepreneur. It can help you to make profit and to get money in your pocket. It can help you to understand about assets, because that's all the rich and wealthy do to become rich and wealthy. They just acquire and buy assets. That's it. Where most people buy things that ain't going to be worth nothing later, it's a liability. Rich and wealthy people have a different way of thinking. All they do is buy assets. So if I put this into music, share it with you, put it, whether it's real estate, whether it's commodities, whether it's stocks and bonds, whatever it may be, big business, home-based business franchises. If I put that into music and put it in a way to where you can understand, it can help you to make money. And that's what I want to do, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. And keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it. Pretty soon, it's going to spawn a whole race of other individuals that's going to come and be a role model the same way, and they're going to do it. Okay, so what is your passion? That's what I challenge you and ask you. What is your passion? Okay, what are you good at? What do you want to do? Okay, what is your definite purpose that you feel in this life? When you find out what it is, network marketing, so far as this whole industry, okay, it's a $180 billion industry worldwide. Direct sales, $1 billion industry. Okay, stock market, $1 trillion industry. The travel industry, health and wellness, $1 trillion industries. Okay, why not get a piece of that pie? Why not get some of that money? Why not get some of that wealth to help to change your family situation, as well as many other friends and associates you may know? It's out there for you. You just got to go get it. Utilize your talents and think about what you really want. Write it down. Look at it every single day until it's like in your mind, like clockwork, and sponge it. and go get it. Okay, with that being said, hope you all stay too blessed to be stressed and always stay obsessed with success. One love.